to what hopefully is the last of this podcast series this week. The ranking of video game franchises, which we have some maybe hot takes. Some I think were definitely where they belong takes so far. And the next one is a game I'm assuming I'm gonna have to defend here: Super Mario. This, just so y'all know, includes the entire franchise: Mario Kart, Super Mario, Mario Galaxy, Mario Wii, Mario Sports, like the whole kit and caboodle.
Aside from the Lego games, like I was talking about last time, and Wii Sports, which I see we're gonna get to later.
Oh yeah.
The third one that I played was Mario Kart on the Wii. With the wheel, we had the wheel.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we had the wheel as well.
We put the controller. You had the wheel, man. I mean, it was a great game.
It was great.
I came over a few times. We played Mario Kart together quite a few times in high school.
That's about it.
That's about it.
That's it.
Mario Party's fun.
Oh, I love Mario Party.
Right, 2 games.
I personally think Mario Galaxy, like Super Mario Galaxy, I have not had the fortune of playing 2, because I don't know why, but my family never got it growing up, and I don't have a Wii currently in my house, so I never played 2. But Mario Galaxy 1 might be one of the greatest games I've ever played in my entire life. And I replayed it recently. I went to my family's house and replayed it with my brother in his basement. It still holds up. It's so good. And there's a Wii version or a Switch version you can play if you want it on the trilogy thing or whatever. And oh my god, also the original N64, you wouldn't have common platformers in 3D if it wasn't for Mario 64. That's one of my favorite games too on the 64. That was childhood game. I played all the originals. Obviously are kind of old. They don't really hold up, but they're also 30 years old at this point. But that's not obviously an excuse, I guess. Mario Odyssey is amazing. I think it's overhyped, if I'm being honest, Odyssey, but that's also still a really good game. And then other than that,
I think you set yourself up for a rough time when you encompassed all of Mario.
Yeah, here's the deal, right? Mario, I think.
Is this based off of what you've played, or that you just haven't played any of them? Is this based off of what your experience with other games in the franchise?
No. I played a handful.
I'm not shitting.
Oh no, I didn't say you're shitting on it. I just want to know, because you said that you're gonna have some opinion on it. I want to know how much experience you have of all the series.
I think because you talked about how you thought Odyssey was overhyped and
it's true.
I'm
not gonna lie.
That's the problem. Super Mario has more games than Call of Duty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard. Do you just do the Call of Duty thing where you just say the brand, and because it's the same thing as COD, just not for us, but for Nintendo fans, right? A COD for us, we still buy. But I'm sure for Nintendo fans, even if the last few Mario games weren't great, I have no clue. They could have been legendary. But I feel like a lot of Nintendo fans still buy them.
Oh yeah, Mario Kart 8 is the best on Switch game currently.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at, I think it suffers the same thing. In terms of Crash Bandicoot spin-off games and party games are far greater than their mainline platform games. I've played Odyssey. You're right, it is overrated. I've played Mario Galaxy. Didn't, fulfill
one of the greatest games of all time, but that's okay.
Mario Kart and Mario Party still seem to just stand the test of time.
Oh yeah.
For what it is, it's a pioneer for platforming games. Not shitting on it, but I'm personally never going to go buy.
I think it's this. I think Mario Kart and Mario Party, and we're proof.
Yeah.
Are games for everyone.
Yes, for sure, yeah.
But they're games for everyone. It doesn't matter. Everyone's played a Mario Kart.
Yeah,
everyone has played a Mario Kart.
Pretty much every demographic, from kids to elderly people to men and women, everyone plays and understands Mario Kart. That's a game you can pick up and play. It's fun. I mean, Mario Party is the same way, but I don't think everyone's gonna pick up a Mario Odyssey and be like, I'm having the greatest time of my life.
I think what's one reason.
Sheer legacy.
I think it's almost like Lego almost. It's a Goliath in its respected field. There's no denying it. It's there. It's in your face. But I think at this point it's kind of getting a little overplayed. It's getting a little played out now. Everything is reliant on Mario because it's
I don't necessarily think there's really only 3 current active franchises that make Mario the main character, and that's the main Mario games, Kart and what's the other one? I don't know. Mario Party. Like other than that, like in the 2000s, it was definitely an oversaturated Mario market. But like before Odyssey, the last 3D Mario game we had was in like 6 years, and it's been like 6 years since Odyssey came out. So I don't think it's as oversaturated as you were saying it might be.
We also are Nintendo heads.
No, I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, you gotta understand.
So-
It seems like every time I load up a feed, there's a Mario announcement. Every time there's a direct, there seems to be a Mario.
But
thing.
I think that's
tennis.
Yeah, I think it's pro also.
There was the Mario Striker League. What was that name? The what's it called? Mario Strikers. There was
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
there was a Mario Golf game too, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. So, like,
yeah.
It to me, it's like Jesus Christ. Like, how many we just gonna get Mario everything at this point?
Yeah, I think it belongs to Stupendous.
It sells. It certainly sells.
Yeah, I think it belongs to Stupendous. My last thing I want to say about it is to your all's point with all the different franchises that aren't for everybody. I think what's great about that, what's a pro about it is if you take the best game from each Mario like series, let's say like Kart, the main ones, Golf, Party, the Superstar Saga. Each one of those can compete for like a top 5 or 10 spot in the genre it's in. Like and especially like with Mario Kart and Mario Party and the regular Mario. Like I think the best Mario Party game was one of the best party games of all time. The best Mario Kart's one of the best kart games of all time, and the best Mario game is one of the best platformers of all time. So I think because of that, I think it could go for Legendary. But I think based on what you're all saying, there are some negatives to the franchise. I am willing to put it in Stupendous. Definitely no lower.
Honestly, no. I mean, I could agree with the Legendary just because of its namesake, right? Like it's almost like Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Like its name alone is going to carry it to a certain.
It sells
because it's such a pioneer. But I'm going to tell you this:
if you're a Nintendo fan, you like Mario.
You can have the Mario games.
Majority, it's synonymous with Nintendo.
But I'm going to tell you this though: there's probably like our kids probably won't love Mario. Like, I don't think it stands the test of time with newer generations of people.
Okay, gotcha. Well, to be fair, platformers in general are a dying breed. It feels like almost like there's hardly any competing platformers that get like Game of the Year, like the God Awards and stuff do. So that's to your point. That's fair. I think I will put it in Legendary if y'all will agree with that for now. We can, like I said, we'll move things around later. For now, let's put it at the very end Legendary in case we want to move down to Stupendous. The next game, classic, talking about old school, Medal of Honor. Truly, I think Medal of Honor was before Call of Duty, right?
I'm going to switch my charger.
Okay.
I'm going to switch my charger real fast, but you all can talk about it because there's not much to talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
Mid.
I gotta be honest, dude. Like, out of everything that's on this list, Medal of Honor is like
what the fuck
is the most like what the hell am I looking at? Medal of Honor is actually shit.
The gameplay when you go back and play them, yeah.
Like, so I remember this. There was a Medal of Honor game that I had pre-ordered, and bought, and I like stayed up to download it at midnight, and I played it. And I got to first night, I think I get leveled up to like level 9 or 10 and I turned it off. When I re-logged back onto the game, I was back to level 1 and I was so infuriated, I quit. I was like, I'm not doing this again. Like, this is so fucking stupid. Like, bring me back Call of Duty. This is trash. And dude, it's garbage. I'm sorry. It's garbage.
Oh, so you're saying it belongs in like fuck raw. I was going to put it...
No, dude. This belongs in motherfucker.
Really? You think that bad? I haven't played him, so I don't really have an opinion. You think he's right?
This is fucking terrible.
Wow.
Agreed.
It is terrible.
See, I really haven't played them. I know I had the GameCube version on my grandparents' house. I know, like, I think there's a lot of stuff in Medal of Honor that ended up, done better in different games.
Play shooter.
Yeah.
No, it's terrible.
Okay.
You're gonna play shooter.
I don't have much of an opinion, so I'll put it in
Josh,
motherfucker.
Right now, look. Josh, I'll put it to you like this. I would play Stardew Valley for 100 hours before I play.
It's not on this list. I don't know why it's not on the list, but Killzone is better.
I've never heard of Killzone.
Killzone's a PlayStation.
Jordan should have brought it up earlier.
It's a banger.
Jordan didn't bring it up.
Banger, but it's worse than Halo. If that tells you my reaction to Halo.
Gotcha. We will put it in motherfucker officially. Now this next one. I haven't played this game in like since I was a little child, but Mega Man. I know it's a what?
I think that's a 10
Motherfucker hard.
That's pretty harsh. I
Hard
definitely don't
motherfucker.
agree.
How are you gonna have Mega
Hard.
Man on here but not have Metroid on here?
Metroid is on here. Wait, is it? It should be. Is it not?
Where?
Oh my
It's
god.
not.
Because it wasn't in the best-selling ones. I didn't think about it. Oh my god. Wow.
It's terrible.
Metroid isn't on here. I feel terrible now. I love Metroid. Also,
need to be perfect.
Jordan, can you move a little to the right?
Couple games.
Jordan, can you move to the right a little bit? Thank you. A little more. Like, get your arm out of his shot. Like,
I mean, it's not. I'm not even close to him.
okay. But yeah, so I can't put Mega Man in motherfucker. It is so it's so iconic, and the games I played I do enjoy. They're really old and really like they don't hold up very well. I cannot put it in motherfucker. I'd be willing to put it in like top of fuck row, end of average Joe, but that's harsh, I think.
You did everyone with it. I don't care.
All right, I'll put it at the top of fuck row because I'm gonna bring it up from motherfuck row for humanity's sake. But I don't think they're great games. I would say they're average Joe, but you're so heinous against it. I guess I'll put in fuck row for now. Now, a game I'll admit I've never played. Also, my cat's messing in the background there. I've never played Metal Gear, so I need your all's opinions on this.
Snake.
Yeah, dude, the most iconic lines of video, Snake.
Snake.
Again,
I know. Yeah,
man.
I've never played.
Back to the
what?
Back to the demo disc. I played Metal Gear Solid, the very first one, on the demo disc. That game was fire, even on the demo.
I will say I don't have nearly as much experience on it.
You beat one, didn't you?
I have no experience.
Phantom.
No.
Or was that? I know I beat one.
I don't think I beat it. I played a fair bit of the one we had on PlayStation 3.
Yeah, I beat that one too. Yeah, the Metal Gear is really cool.
I don't have nearly as much experience as him.
Okay.
I think it's decent. I didn't beat it, if that tells you anything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna die for it and like go super hard for it, but it ain't bad.
All right. Okay.
I could see us playing it and enjoying it.
I would say if you're saying it's good to great, I'm gonna put it into great.
Sure.
Sounds good. All right. Now, a game I think.
All right. Now this is my most unpopular opinion.
Oh boy.
Minecraft is terrible.
Me and Jordan put a lot of
Minecraft
hours
is
into
not a
some
fun
towns
game.
when we were in high school.
It is the most monotonous game.
Did we? Did I play with you?
Yeah. I'd come over to your house and on your.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I remember I'd be playing with you and Nikhil. He'll be on the other line while you're on headset, and then I'd be in there while walking you and talking to you. Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, we had that. Those were some fond memories. And what was crazy, dude, is that world we made wasn't even in creative. Like we actually earned it.
That's true.
Like, that's what was wild about it. It's like, like we actually went through the whole process of being hungry and went through the process of like getting blown up by creepers. Like it would have been so much better if we just switched to creative, but we didn't.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I think in our little teenage brains we thought it was cheating.
But yeah, to Aven's point, I would too. I actually have some recent files on there. Like I played with my little cousins and I played with someone else. So like we made a world. I think that's the thing with Minecraft is if you're playing by yourself and you don't have people that want to play Minecraft with you and you don't like make it fun. Yeah, just monotonous building stuff. Like there's some stuff to do. Like there's achievements that are really fun to try to collect, but
it is not. I know you all are
some of the most multiplayer experiences I've ever had was on Minecraft. I'll say that.
But if I was making a solo list, that shit is immediately going to fuck row.
Oh,
so harsh.
I
would put it stupendous.
I don't have fun.
I put many hours into that game.
I've already accepted it's going to go higher than I think it deserves.
I've
already decided.
I like all in all, because I only played it for a short. It was like Animal Crossing for me. Like I played it just a short stint. Again, you can't deny its name. But for me, it's just great.
So you would put it in great. I would put it in stupendous. He wants to put it in fuck row. I think we either need to put it at the end of great or beginning of average Joe.
Just put it in great. There's gonna be an uproar.
I think it's stupendous, but like it's not everyone's thing. Like it's a very divisive game because it's either like there are some games where universally someone could enjoy it at least a little bit, but Minecraft's one of the things where either you really enjoy it or you really don't.
I don't think it is. I am the only guy I know that does not like Minecraft.
I wouldn't say you're the only one. Maybe for
Minecraft
that
is
you
one of
know.
them games. Minecraft is one of them games that you could probably like. You know, I mean, we already used profanity on here, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you know, were to, go on the wild side a little bit, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would imagine that'd be pretty cool with you and a couple of buddies.
Oh,
just
for
kinda
sure.
being,
Even if you're just drinking, or to be
little
fair, I
out
went to
there.
a Christian college, so I'd play it sober, but it's fun sober for me anyway. But yeah, okay, so let's put it in the end of great. I think it is an amazing game, but it's not everyone's cup of tea.
Enough.
That's fair. Not everyone's cup of tea. Now,
I don't know, dude. I feel like if me and you like started a Minecraft world,
dude, I would in a heartbeat.
I think you'd have more fun than you might think.
I would play. I would do Minecraft in a
I think
heartbeat. I would be every other YouTuber
if we went on creative mode, you
YouTube.com
might have more fun than you might
and
think.
play Minecraft on YouTube.
Yeah,
Anyway,
don't
though,
worry about it. Minecraft is not ever going to be in my.
that's fair.
thoughts.
Completely fair. Anyway, though, another game though, Monster Hunter. I've only played a little bit of Monster Hunter. I think World on the Switch with some friends, or not even Switch. It was PS4. I've never had fun by myself playing it.
Game?
No, it's not an arcade game. Monster
Oh,
Hunter. Monster
what
Hunter.
the-
Monster Hunter is a game where you go out and you like open world game where you just kill monsters and like get rewards and stuff.
Oh. When I read that, I was thinking of the game at Mr. Gaddy's.
Yeah, no, I don't know what you're thinking of, but it's not definitely a Monster Hunter.
Where you sit and you hunt. You hunt like monsters.
That should tell you all you need to know about how iconic this game is. It has nothing at all.
People
I don't even know what it
who like it. It's one of those another like Nintendo. Although it's not just Nintendo, but like most people who know Nintendo know Monster Hunter because they have the Switch and 3DS version that are really good. But I'll put it in Average Joe though because haven't played it. I've only played a little bit of one and I only enjoy it with other people. So I'll put it in Average Joe. Not fucker. It's not a bad game, but like you said, it's not really iconic. And like I'm not gonna defend it to the ends of the earth. However,
It is iconic.
Monster idiot. Mortal Kombat. I know, dude. I know. Wave your hand all you want.
Hold on. Do it again, dude. You didn't give it its
Oh,
first, so
okay.
do it again.
Okay, hold on.
Try again.
Mortal Kombat! Is that how it goes? All right.
Never mind, dude. Just move on.
All right, Mortal Kombat. What do you think?
Legendary.
Wow. Wow.
Greatest
Okay.
fighting game ever.
I played the PlayStation 2 versions. I think it's Deception and the other one on PS2. They're really fun. My mom doesn't like video games, but she loves Mortal Kombat. That's one of her favorites. I'm not gonna argue against it being
That is
legendary.
Weird game to like.
Is that the easiest decision we made all day?
Okay, here. And hear me out too. Like, mind you, I'm terrible at Mortal Kombat online. Like, I get my
Yeah.
ass beat online.
I know Aven's really good
I'm
at it.
not good at it. But like, I can really have fun. Like, Aven's beat my ass so many times in Mortal Kombat. Like, I tried, because I was only good with like one character, and I used good loosely. It was like my best character.
Yeah.
But,
Hey,
like,
did we play 11?
yeah, we did. I was Sub-Zero, and I think I may have won once.
Also,
I
like you
have
said,
won
yeah, the
15 times.
characters are so
There was a
iconic.
night
Like you
that
can name
I gotta win
Sub-Zero
one,
and
I can't go out
Scorpion.
like that.
And I beat you
That
like
guy.
10 times.
Yeah.
All right.
I started using dudes I don't even use.
I was like,
That's
I ain't going out like that.
Yeah.
I ain't going out like that. But I don't think that night I ended up winning.
Gotcha.
So. But it's
Very
really
good
fun.
game,
I
though.
like
Very
it.
good game. Legendary.
Dude, this is all you need to know. This is all you need to know. This is gonna be a little personal information.
All right.
But my email that I created when I was a child.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what it's called because I don't want to get any weird emails from you people.
You don't gotta say the numbers.
However, it is a Mortal Kombat reference. And I made this when I was like 4th grade.
Want to hear
Yeah,
something?
dude,
Want to
the
hear something,
weirdest
Aven?
thing- The weirdest thing is when he goes to the
What?
store and people are like, what is your email? And he's like, kind of laughing. I remember we told the dude at the hotel.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I'm not gonna say the numbers. I'm not gonna say the numbers.
Yeah.
So my email address is get over here.
Dude,
Get
at the
over here.
hotel. he was like,
Hey,
"Get
I
over
like
here."
that.
The dude goes,
Well,
"Well,
no.
gotta be something."
Yeah.
It's-
We went to a hotel and the dude was like, "Can I get your email? Because you have to check in." And I told him it was get over here, and he was like astounded.
Yeah,
He's
dude was like,
"Well, I guess it has to be something." And
Dude.
he asked about it.
Well,
dude had no
They all
idea.
think- if you don't know Mortal Kombat, you think it's a sexual thing.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna say
Right,
my.
and
Yeah. I'm not gonna say my numbers, but I also had an email, and it was without saying the numbers, Josh Kong. My very first email I made.
No, that's how much
Hey.
I love it.
Yeah, but
Mortal Kombat's
it's
amazing.
obviously legendary. You don't have to rattle too much about it. But next game is Need for Speed. Have either of you? I have played it. Have either of you played it?
Yes, I have. I have a very extensive experience in Need for Speed.
Oh, really?
But again, just like most games, or most of these games or franchises on this list, there's only like 2 games that you can really make a case for.
Yes, I think I know the same one you're talking about. Most Wanted.
Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Yep. And Underground.
Need for Speed Most Wanted is by far the best of its time.
Oh, 100%.
I would still play Mario Party.
Might be one of the greatest racing games of all time.
Mario Kart over this game today.
100%.
But Most Wanted was great. And what was so disappointing, dude, is like when they announced the Most Wanted remaster, I thought, oh, dude, we're about to get the blacklist back. We're about to get the whole thing, dude. They didn't.
Oh, man.
Y'all fumbled it. You fumbled it. Straight fumbled it. This game, because of how bad all the other games were, because they pale in comparison to Most Wanted.
Isn't Carbon good?
Yeah. But that's the thing, like, so the most talked about ones are Underground,
Most Wanted.
After that, like, you have some diehards that are like, oh yeah, Payback, dude. Fuck you. If you like Payback, fuck you.
All right, you heard it here first.
I'm saying it. Fuck you.
All right, he's very passionate about it.
It's better than Gran Turismo and Forza, but it's still not like
it's Forza.
No, that Forza belongs in motherfuck row.
I haven't played Forza. Need for Speed. Are we cool with Average Joe then? Because it has like 2 phenomenal games, and the rest are either forgettable or bad.
I'm fine with that.
I'm cool with Average Joe.
All right, Average Joe. There's nothing wrong with being Average Joe. That means you're a game I'm gonna play, fondly remember, maybe play again, and then put it away. So nothing wrong with that. Now, game.
I think you played Most Wanted, didn't you?
Dude, Most Wanted is so good.
Like, dude,
it's so you could literally get pink slips and steal cars. It was so good. Such a good game. But now a game that you two are way more familiar with than I am, the Naruto Ninja Storm franchise.
You put it on here.
It was on the list.
So look, check it out. So this is very niche, but and you can say what you want about this. I don't know if your opinion is gonna be different, but like, it's not just 4, it's not just 3, and it's not just generations. Like, this is like a collective is actually legendary. It really is. Because like
I don't disagree,
most other fighting games are 2D. Yeah. This one was 3D, and you had a wide array of characters. Super cinematic. Even the story modes were super interactive. Like, and mind you, I played these games before I even watched the series, and I loved it. So yeah, and not even gassing it up because I'm decent at the game, but it's really just a phenomenal game. If you've never played it, do yourself a favor and play them. Like, they're great.
All right. With that being said, because I played them with you, and you always kicked my ass because I never played them. I was so bad at them, but I know y'all love them.
This is what I'll say. I think it's a great game, but I think it is a very easy game to learn.
Okay.
It is a very basic concept. It is because think about it. The only way you really attack is with circle.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like there isn't. Like it's it. Like you have circle, then you have your ninjutsu, and then you
dash and hit a combo.
Like it's a very straightforward game. It's not complex. Like Mortal Kombat, you gotta learn something new with every character. Every character is the same controls, but they have different,
they have
ranges or they have different stuff.
So
they all play the same way though.
All right.
The team battles can get pretty competitive though.
They can, and I love the game. I think it's a very competitive game. I think it's second on the fighting game. I'm surprised Injustice isn't on here.
Injustice it wasn't on the list. It wasn't on the financial list, and no one brought it up.
But it's okay.
But okay, well, let me ask you this. So, would you be upset if it's in great, or do you think it belongs in stupendous?
I would put it.
I mean, dude, I'm going legendary all the way.
I'm going stupendous.
Legendary.
I'm going legendary on the way. I mean, it's legendary. It really is.
He has a lot of time on it.
I don't think
it really is, dude. Like,
I think I think with legendary, if there's like a certain like kind of genre or a very specific genre, such as like fightings or maybe even anime fightings, like I think we can't put Mortal Kombat and Ninja Storm together. I think we have to make sure there is a clear like Mortal Kombat is a better franchise than Ninja Storm.
You can, because they're different. They target different markets.
Well, this is all it is, right? I mean, he has more time on Naruto Storm than he does more.
You know, you can compare Storm to Dragon Ball because they're both anime games. However, like Storm does something that Mortal Kombat has never done, which is fine because Mortal Kombat's niche is 2D. But 3D fighting adds a totally different dynamic to fighting games. It really does.
That's typical. Also,
it was also in Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
Of Bandai, almost all of Bandai.
But we all mutually agree that Dragon Ball, with the exception of Xenoverse, which isn't even remotely the same as Storm, is not like they're not even comparable.
Look, well, I can't compare because I never played Ninja Storm. I can only compare to Dragon Ball. But what'd you say, Evan?
Where would you put it?
I've never played it, so I can't really argue against it being legendary. I just think, like, if we're talking about
Stupendous.
Okay.
He's going Stupendous, I go Legendary, so you've never played it, so yeah, Stupendous, that's fine.
I think if there's any argument for not Legendary, only we can put it in Legendary, because Legendary is supposed to be, like, the best of the best Legendary games.
The only way you can get into Legendary is if we all agree, or you use your veto.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree, which so far is, I think, I like our list. I think Storm's a great game. Top of Stupendous, and where is it putting it? Overwatch. Once again, here's a fun story. Apparently when we were younger, Jordan used my phone number to set up his account on Overwatch. And so I didn't start playing Overwatch until I played Overwatch 2. I tried using it, asked to sign up, so I used my phone number and it said there was already an account. So we were trying to figure out what to do. I eventually was able to log in and make my new account. But for some reason, it logged Jordan out of his PS5 account, and now he has to wait literally an entire year before he can play on his account again because of a really dumb Blizzard rule.
So you can thank Josh for the reason why me and Aven won't be able to stream Overwatch for you all. We're actually really decent at the game, especially when it comes to the tank damage connection's unreal. That game is beyond legendary. Like, I've spent so much time in it, and it got taken away from me, and I had to retire early. So,
you're not done forever. We'll figure out a solution.
I'm not playing it in a year. That's the thing. I'm not going back to it. I'm not going back to it at this point because there's going to be so many changes that you got to keep up with. There's, like, at this point, I've just accepted that it's done, that I don't even want, like, it's out of my mind. It's over.
Okay.
All right. I don't want that to impact the rating, though.
I don't think it will.
I think, okay, this is what I feel. Overwatch, as the gameplay of Overwatch is great, amazing. Some of the best multiplayer for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's super fun. However, I think a lot of the decisions that are made by the company,
for sure,
are not very good. So I think a lot of the balancing stuff isn't great. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it if you're not an Overwatch fan.
Yeah.
But I would put it. I would personally put it in Stupendous.
Okay, Jordan.
I don't think it's legendary because if it was legendary, we would play it from 2016 to now. But we had pauses.
If it was a legendary game, an account wouldn't stop him from playing it. Okay. So Stupendous.
It gets stale, but I don't think it gets stale because of the gameplay. It gets stale because of the community.
Fair enough.
And like basically how it goes is if you're in a certain tier, basically you're kind of like stuck there. Like there's really like no going up out of the tier.
Recently.
It ain't really what it comes down to. Is just there's just not a communication. Like there's a huge communication problem on that game, which I don't understand.
If you're into Overwatch or even know a little bit about it, all you have to know is Sojourn took 2 months to get balanced.
All right, so Stupendous it is then. I think that's a fair placement. I think a lot of people like it. I hear the community's pretty toxic, but I'm not part of the community, so I don't know. Now, a game I think we've all played. I'd be surprised if we didn't at some point in our lives. Pac-Man.
It's overrated.
I mean, I think it's perfectly. I think it's perfectly rated because I think it's average. I don't think anyone's like Pac-Man's the greatest game of all time.
It's basic. It's a basic game.
Yeah, basic game, basic concept.
It was made however long ago. I mean, it's not a complex game. I know they had I think they've tried to make like updated Pac-Man, but no one cares.
There was one for PC where it was 3D and it was really fun. I think it was Pac-Man Adventure. Had a great time with that game. Still think the series is average.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of like a mindless game.
Like, let's not pretend.
Yeah,
I
let's
mean,
not.
I'm sure years ago, right? Years ago when you played in the arcade, I'm sure it was super fun because you didn't have a lot of options. But we now live in a society where you have nothing but options.
Live in a
for games,
society.
Pac-Man's every game.
No one's picking. No one's picking.
No.
No one's picking Pac-Man.
Man, look, I'll tell you
I
this.
will say.
My brother-
Go ahead. Yeah.
My two younger brothers, to my knowledge, have never played Pac-Man, and one of them's 13. So if that tells you anything,
Let me say
Pac-Man's
this.
just.
Let me say this real quick. If I
Pac-Man.
were going to an arcade shop or an arcade bar, which there are many that exist, the first game I'm going to is Pac-Man. Right. However, I'm not going to arcade.
No, I'm not.
I'm going to Mortal Kombat.
Okay,
I'm going to Marvel vs. Capcom.
All right,
I'm
well,
going to Mortal Kombat.
My point was, I'm not even going to go to an arcade shop or an arcade bar unless I have a drink in my hand. So, average. Unless I'm in Japan. I heard Japanese arcade bars are really fun.
No, well, like, we got one here in Louisville. Rec Bar. Rec Bar is actually really cool.
Yeah, Rec Bar. There's one in Lexington that's awesome, and one in Knoxville that's also awesome. Dude, the one in Lexington I got to go to. We can also have the goat of pizzas, Goodfellas. Anyway, though, this is not a pizza tier list. We'll have those at one point in the future. Yeah, we'll get to that later. Persona. I know for a fact all three have played Persona.
We have. And again, this is another one. Jordan is super hard to get to play games.
But.
Yeah, dude. I played. So, hear me out. So, I never, ever thought that I was ever in my life gonna sit down and play a game without a multiplayer function.
Technically, there's an online function. Get people to give you answers.
No, you're not.
People give you answers on the quizzes. That's how I passed most of them.
We didn't need the answers.
Oh, anyway, I did. I definitely did.
So, I only have experience with one game, but I was informed that they're having 4 and 3 come over as ports.
19th, baby.
Like next week. So I'm playing those, but just off what I've played, I'm willing to play Persona 5 Royal again this year, and I'm going to play the 2 that I didn't play. So Legendary.
Let's premise this.
Yes.
Jordan has only played Persona 5 Royal. I have played 3, 4, and 5.
Yes, I played 4 and 5 and watched 3. I played 4 and 5, and I watched a Let's Player play 3 when I was like 12, all the way through to the end. In case you're wondering, I've already put in Legendary.
His experience is with 5. I have experience with the last 3 main series. They are, I would say, they're not the kind of game where you're gonna replay as much as you will Elder Scrolls or Fallout, right? Because it's still the same linear story. You can do other stuff. You can up your different, social links or confidants, depending on what game.
But you've played it a handful of times.
I have replayed it, but nowhere near as much as the other, Elder Scrolls and Fallout. However, I would definitely say that it's a legendary series. However, I think there's something that neither of you thought of, and that's Persona is actually a spinoff.
Yes, it is. Shin Megami Tensei Persona. Yep, that is true.
Actually, a spinoff.
And the Shin Megami series I played, it's not been like, they're not bad, but I'm not exactly.
It is very different, but I've had those games in my cart for a year.
Wow.
But so I will get to them at some point. But I would put Persona in Legendary.
Yes, because this is you're correct. Technically, if we're doing a proper franchise ranking, the franchise is Shin Megami. But if we're basing it off what we played, no one's really played Shin Megami games, so I would also put Persona in Legendary. I don't think there's any arguments here.
Yeah, yes.
All right.
For me, there's not. I think they are all 3 of them are very unique, great stories.
Yes, I agree.
I personally 3 is my favorite.
I was gonna say 3 is my favorite story. Oh my god, that's awesome.
3 as a story is maybe the greatest story
so
I've played
good.
in a video
If you don't want to play the game, by the way, the movie's phenomenal based on 3. I think it's on Netflix. I'm not sure it's dubbed or not, but it's really good.
Don't listen about the movie.
Well, no. I think you should play the game. But if you're like, oh, there's like you're gonna put like 60 hours into this, I don't know if I can. I'm like, at least if I have to beg you to do anything with Persona, watch the movie.
No, it's not 60. It's 100.
I guess I was lowballing there, yeah. But the point is though, it's legendary. No one's arguing it's not legendary. Now, what I'm curious about, because this is the reason, this next game is the reason I'm even talking right now, is because like we wouldn't be launching a channel. Like obviously, like we're gonna do things that are not Pokemon. This is not a Pokemon channel. This channel would not exist without Pokemon though, and so. It's for me, like, it's not about, for me, the quality of these games, because there are different qualities throughout the entire franchise, but the impact on my life, it's got to be legendary.
You gotta, you gotta look at every aspect of the franchise.
I agree, because Mystery Dungeon goated. Yes.
Is unequivocally. Kids today know Pokemon.
Dude, and then they supercharged even like adults who don't know shit about it with Pokemon Go under the guise of let's be active. Like, Pokemon is bar none legendary no matter how you look at it.
I agree.
And even today, even 20 years later, Scarlet Violet has innovated how the game's played. Like, it's undeniable.
Oh yeah.
Undeniable.
I have many friends who are going to be like, no, it doesn't belong there, but
Everyone knows legendary.
Presented as a kid's game, but has so many more intricacies that you wouldn't know if you didn't dig deeper. 100%. Like, there's a whole competitive aspect. They got a world championship for it. Like, it's real. Like,
you also got the anime. I know we're not counting the anime.
Yeah.
Targeted for kids and adults.
If we're talking media franchises, this is up there with the greatest media franchises, let alone video game franchises.
Culture, dude. It is. Everyone knows Pokemon. Even if you don't play it, even if you don't enjoy it, you look at Pikachu and you're like, oh, I know that's Pikachu.
Yeah, that's right.
100% correct. Could not agree more.
If there was a tier above legendary and put GOAT, I think that's right. That's where it's at right now.
For me, not personally, but I understand what you're saying.
Like, we understand,
20 years of me playing this shit. 20 years, I'm still playing.
Me and Jordan had a conversation about 3 years ago, and it was over the phone, and we were talking about, like, Jordan at one point did not think Pokemon would exist in 20 years, because he thought, based off the games he'd played and whatever, this was like when he was really down on Pokemon. It was like, I think it's because it was when y'all were in between the leagues y'all did, and so he was really poo-pooing on Pokemon. He didn't think it existed in 20 years. Then he played Scarlet Violet. Now he's like all about Pokemon again.
Oh no! I remember this conversation. This was like last year. Like my I guess point of view was that I don't think that in 2040 Pokemon will be the same powerhouse that it is today. I don't. I really don't, because I don't think that our kids are gonna be playing this. I really don't.
Well, just remember this. At this point, there are.
I really don't.
Yeah, it's funny because like the first game released in like 1994 or 1992, I think, or maybe it was 96. So like it's been it's been 30 years, hasn't it? Has it been 30 years yet? I think it's been 30 years.
20.
If 20? No, it's been more than 20.
1996 is 26.
I was gonna say at this point, the people who were born the day the game, or not even born, I would say there could have been people like the day this game came out who have grandchildren now. That'd be they could 100%.
Yeah, that's fine. But Pokemon's base today, let's be completely open and honest about it. Pokemon's base today is drawing a lot of casual people in, but they're not going to be hardcore and as passionate about it as the people who are nostalgic about it. The reason that Pokemon wins because it still maintains nostalgia while still improving, and we like that.
I think you're thinking of it wrong.
Yeah, I think
as
you're
legacy
wrong
fans,
too.
we like that.
I think Pokemon's going to evolve.
Yeah.
I think it's going to expand. It's not.
It's only going to get bigger.
They've already kind of showed. I think they've already showed kind of hints of it. But I think like half the Pokedex is kind of going to get deleted. And I think they're going to kind of start fresh.
That's an interesting take.
Right.
We got to talk about Pokemon hot takes one day. That's an interesting one.
Innovative take. when they take a drastic, innovative take, what does that do to the legacy people that built their franchise? We're probably all going to go.
I don't know.
I don't
who are
know.
10, 12, 11, or 10 through 16 today aren't nearly as passionate about it because they didn't grow.
You have to
with
think
it.
though. They've already they've already started with Legends. Completely different.
True, but
very high sold game.
I guess here's my point, right? Like,
this is
me
turning
and you
into the
are gonna
Pokemon
remain-
podcast today.
Like me, you, and like all three of us are gonna be super passionate with it because we grew with it. Keaton, Preston are not ever
I'm
gonna
gonna
be nearly
stop
as
you there.
passionate about it.
They've already left. I've already left.
Yes.
I am going I'm playing Pokemon, but I didn't play Sword Shield. I didn't play the Switch games. I know, you can kill me. Aven's gonna play Pokemon on this channel, and he didn't play the new ones. I'm sure later I will for content. But I actually haven't played them. I've read the Pokedex. You know, I've looked at it. I've looked at all the Pokemon. I have played competitive. I've looked at them from a competitive aspect. I haven't actually played the game though. But I've already left. I'm not looking for Jordan has seen it. Every time a Pokemon trailer drops, I groan. I'm like, this is gonna be mid.
He is extraordinarily pessimistic on all those games.
I think this
go in and I'm like, it's gonna be mid.
This is going into a very different direction. I think we should definitely have a talk one day about just like I guess the life expectancy of Pokemon. That'd be a fun. I think that'd be a fun podcast series. For now, though, we all agree. Currently, we all think it's legendary, where it definitely belongs. And now, a game that I don't think will get legendary status, but I think we have fond memories of Ratchet and Clank. This is one that Jordan has to be on the list.
None.
Oh yeah, again, because we were talking. He was asking for another handful.
I have no.
Don't
tell me you never
think it's like.
Okay.
No, I played.
Okay. I've actually never played it, so this is all based on you.
Crash Bandicoot better. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Didn't play the new one on PS5. Don't ever intend to play the new one on PS5. Fuck row at best.
I was gonna say, it doesn't sound like you hated the games, so they're not bad games. I know for a fact that based off who I talked to, they're not bad games. This is our list, though. I think I'll put an Average Joe. I'll put the end of Average Joe, just because, like I said, if it's not a bad game, it's not Fuck Row. Fuck Row are games that are bad.
You didn't even play it.
Yeah, but like, do you? I'm basing it based off what you're saying. Are you saying it's a bad game or like it's an okay game?
I just told you, fuck row at best.
But you that's what you're saying. But like before you said when you were explaining why it's Fuck Row, did you have a bad time or did you have an okay time? I'm trying to make sure because Fuck Row I think belongs to bad games.
Josh, I played it for a cumulative of 4 hours and had to put it down because it wasn't entertaining.
Okay.
Like, I'd much rather play Simpsons Hit and Run.
That was a good game.
Like, where's Duck Hunter?
Duck Hunter?
Where's the Family Guy game? Only real one played.
Dude, you want to?
They weren't franchises. That's what these are franchises, not single games.
Give me Donkey Kong. Give me Donkey Kong over Ratchet and Clank.
I can argue about that. I'm not arguing for Ratchet and Clank. I just wanted to make sure I heard you right, because I thought you were saying like it was a game you played, didn't play much of, you don't have much of an opinion on. So okay, well it's average then.
Come on.
Okay, if you're saying it's a bad game that belongs in Fucker, I just wanted to make sure you were saying it was a bad game. That's all I wanted to make sure of. I'm not
like I'm gonna get like people are gonna crawl in my skin about it because if you grew up on Ratchet and Clank, that's your thing. But like me personally, like it's not okay.
All right, that's fine.
Hey, great.
Now Red Dead Redemption, I played a bit of and I enjoyed it, but I'm not like the biggest fan of it. What do y'all think?
I can't have an opinion.
Stupendous.
All right, there we go. Like I don't have an opinion really negative against it. I played it and really enjoyed it. I haven't played it enough. I need to play it more.
It's made by Rockstar.
Yeah.
It's GTA in cowboy era, in a western. However, the story to me, the stories of Red Dead are better than GTA.
Well, okay.
It's more fun. I love Red Dead Redemption 2. Incredible. Outstanding game. Probably game of that year.
All right. I ain't gonna argue with it. I ain't gonna argue against it. I enjoyed it when I played it. Stupendous it is. The Sims. Now, if my wife was on this list or on this podcast, she'd say it's legendary. But like I have played Sims. It's fun for like an hour. I would definitely put an Average Joe.
Fuck row.
So
I've
you
only
so
had
you
experience
played
with
and
my
had
Kingdom.
wait, so you played it and had negative time then, is that
Yeah.
right?
It's not fun.
It's not great.
It's not fun. You're never finishing the game.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a fair point.
it's
Like, it's definitely the casual gamer game, and
It's-
none of us are really casual. We're at least a little bit above casual.
Like, I don't know why you would go home to play a simulated version of life.
So there's a game later
'Cause
on that
that's
ends.
what it is. That's what it is, though. Like you get to insert, like, you build a community, and like I think you can like have kids and you know, like you're building houses and
Well,
stuff like that. But it's like,
Is Animal Crossing much
why
different?
would I go home? Yeah, significantly different.
Okay,
Right?
I'm just asking. It's a simulation.
It's set in a fantasy. It's set in a fantasy.
Yes,
setting,
okay,
right? Like,
yeah.
It's not real. Sims are quite literally
Yes.
regular, like a regular dude's life.
Okay.
It really is. Like, you go home, like you make food, you have kids.
I'm
you
not.
go to
Hey,
bed,
I'm not gonna
like,
argue against it. My wife would, but she's
you
not
give
here.
commands to
So,
humans to go to.
all right.
Now let's go on to a good series.
Yeah, let's say.
Yeah, the series that
I'm
wasn't
sorry,
on any
Elysia.
list.
Sorry, Elysia. That's in fuck row. Sly Cooper. My God. Obviously, I know where Jordan's gonna put it. I almost want to make him use his
Where am I putting
veto.
it?
You're gonna put it in
Where am I putting
legendary. I almost
Where am I
wanna.
putting it?
Like, I think
I'm
it. You're not.
I'm not.
You're not.
I'm not putting it in legendary. No, I'm not. I'm not.
Wow, that surprises
Sly 1
me.
wasn't that fun. Sly 2 was phenomenal. Sly 3 was great, but I never played Thieves of Time. Well, I played Thieves of Time, just never finished it because it was on
Thieves
PS
of
Now.
Time was a great game.
It was a great
on
game.
PS
Thank you.
Now,
I
and, like,
agree
it kept-
completely.
it kept lagging.
Okay.
Dude, they were gonna have the Sly movie, and it like never happened.
Yeah.
There was a trailer for it, and I was hyped.
Now, I'm all in favor of like remastering the series or having a new Sly entry. I'm all in favor for it. I really think they should.
It is a great series.
I'm so surprised they
Very,
haven't made a new
very,
one anytime recently. That's so
integral part of
shocking.
my
It's
childhood.
such a good series.
Well,
Very integral part of the childhood, but I'm not, naive to the fact that it's not, the greatest ever either. So
I would put it in great / stupendous. So
I would put it into stupendous also. I would absolutely put it stupendous. Wait, are you leaning more towards stupendous or great?
I mean, I'll give it stupendous. I played all of them.
Okay, I'm giving stupendous also. I think we all agree.
I'll say this. It is very unique. It is one of the only franchises where every game is good.
That's true. At least good. At
Very
least
unique.
good.
that is true.
All right, now I don't know if
Right,
y'all
right.
have played it, but oh my God, Smash Bros. I think, like,
I am weirdly good at Smash.
really,
think
I want to play
almost
this sometime. Then I
everybody
love
plays
Smash.
Smash
Me and my, this is like the game of my college.
At my old job.
Yeah.
At my old job. So I never bought the game.
Okay.
But at my old job, we would like meet up and we would play games. And Smash was like their favorite. I don't play it. I don't regularly play it. I don't even own it. I don't own a Switch. But I play the game and I win every time.
Hmm.
I don't know why. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Who's your main?
Kirby.
that's hey, yeah, there you go. Love me some
I
Kirby.
think I have only ever picked Kirby and I've won. I do not lose.
Yeah, okay, so I've played every single Smash game. I've owned and played every single Smash game. Smash Ultimate is one of the greatest fighting games of all time. Due to how insane it is, how many people like from different franchises in Nintendo and beyond you get in the game. We have mother effing Steve from Minecraft in Smash Ultimate. So good.
A feeling Joshua is going to use his.
I'm not. I'm gonna put it in.
Oh, he's gonna have to use your veto.
No,
you're gonna have to use your veto.
It's in stupendous. The reason why is because of Smash 4. Smash 4 on the Wii U, not a great game. But every other game in the series,
I may be good at it.
phenomenal.
Or I may think I'm good at it and the people I played against were just really bad. But I win and I will still not buy the game.
You don't have any fun?
That's just my opinion. I mean, it's fun. Again, it's a party game, right? Like, to me, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go grind Smash.
I think
I'm
on
not-
Smash
I
Ultimate
don't
alone,
have
I've
any
put over
interest
200
in it.
hours in.
Yeah,
That's well over, like 300.
Not anything I'm ever. I don't even want to put more than 2.
Yeah, here's the thing, man. Like, we have some experience with Smash Bros, but none of it's memorable. Smash Bros as a fighting game, that's like the last fighting game I'm playing.
I
Mortal
couldn't disagree
Kombat
more.
dusted.
I will play this above
Storm
any other fighting
dusted.
game.
UFC dusted.
Absolutely
Injustice
not.
dusted.
I cannot wait for the comments on this one. You're gonna
Marvel
get
vs.
destroyed.
Capcom dusted.
But you have to remember, we're not Nintendo kids.
No,
dude, so all
I
the
do
Nintendo
understand. I
fans-
do understand that. I absolutely understand that. I'm not
And
going
even-
lower than
and-
great
okay,
on
and
this
even-
one. I wanted stupendous, but I'm not going lower than
And
great.
even if we don't judge it like, oh, that's unfair to put it against a fighting game, whatever. Let's talk about it as a party game. As a party game, I'm still not loading that bitch up. I'm still playing Mario Party, and I'm still playing Mario Kart before I play Smash. Every day of the week.
We're playing this on the channel, and I'm
Everything.
going to eviscerate you. Even I'm not sure because Even might be good at the game. I'm eviscerating you out of
Yeah, you're
anger.
gonna eviscerate me. I don't fucking like it.
Also, I don't want to gas myself up and say I'm really good. It could just be the people I played against.
I don't see it. I really don't.
But I do know the people I played with, 2 of them specifically gassed themselves up and said they play this game all the time, and I whipped them.
Okay.
So,
Here's my problem with Smash. Here's the real problem with Smash is that people like Aven who have little to no experience can go in and dust people that have hours and hours and hours and hours of experience. Because I don't think it's there's a degree of skill, but I think that an outsider can come in and beat a veteran because of how it's weighed on how you win. You know, you can't really control if a dude's gonna get like that big hit off the map. Like, yeah.
Well, you do control it because of the motions. Like, it is skill based. It's only not skill based when you add the items and stuff in. There's no RNG in Smash unless you add like items and stuff.
I will never buy Smash. So personally, for me, it's just an average game. Like, I'm only ever playing it
comparatively to every other fighting game. It is the least skill based game.
I disagree.
That's factual.
Compared to Dragon Ball? No, absolutely not.
Oh, Mortal Kombat, you don't need to.
Well,
UFC, really?
All right.
Storm,
I'm putting
really?
it. I will not drop it any lower than great. I refuse. I want it in stupendous, but obviously you're putting the fight for it to be lower. I'll put in great.
Brother.
Where are you putting it, Jordan?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, as a party game, I don't like it. As a fighting game, it's bottom of the barrel. So I'm putting it in. I know. I already know. Me, because I'm never gonna play it. Fuck Row.
You're a complete idiot, but it's okay. You're my friend.
Average Joe.
I want stupendous, so I think great is where we would meet then, because like goes up fuck row, average Joe, down stupendous. So I think it has to be great.
Low grade or high average Joe.
All right, I'll put it in low grade.
I can't be the only guy that has this opinion. I can't be.
You're one of
I cannot be the only guy
who thinks it's fuck row. Absolutely, you are. The franchise. You can argue for maybe one game in the franchise might be close to fuck row. The rest are like there's literally 2 games in this franchise that are legendary. One that is stupendous, and the other ones are great.
Story mode?
Yes, dude.
Does it even have a story mode?
Smash Brothers Broad, one of the greatest story modes in a fighting game. Period. With the emissary space thing. That's literally one of the
but like. The most recent one, like the most recent.
Yeah,
one
it has World of Light. World of Light. Yeah, World of Light. It's so fun.
You know we're better than me.
Yeah, I mean
you're passionate.
Yeah, it's. I will put it in great, but it is a hostile great. But I will put it in great because that's what we said. But it's hostile.
I hear you.
Now Sonic, Sonic franchise. I mean,
terrible.
I won't say terrible. I'm gonna say average Joe because
better as a movie. Better as a movie.
I like.
Isn't the good one good? Supposedly.
Yes.
Better as a movie.
The great ones are great. The bad ones are like pretty bad. Like it's got Sonic 06, but Sonic 06 is so bad it's almost good.
I don't dabble in Sonic. The only Sonic play I ever have is Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
That's fair. Hey, that's still in the franchise though. I think it should be an average Joe. I think if you think it sucks, you think it goes in fuck row, and Aven doesn't have an opinion, I would put my vote for average Joe. I think it should go the bottom of average Joe. It's better than all the fuck row games. You can't tell me you like Sonic is worse than or at the same par as Sims, Clank, Mega Man, Battlefield, and Far Cry. But you can argue it's at the same level as like Pac-Man or like Monster Hunter. Well, I guess you haven't played that. Like, I guess Borderlands.
Dude, I know these Battlefield fans about to hate us.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion on Borderlands or Battlefield, so. No, okay. So can we, okay, we have to agree, though. Can we agree to put it at the bottom of average Joe? I think it is average Joe. I'm not going to fight for it being good.
Dude, look, dude, I don't give a fuck where you put it. It's terrible. Like, that, people understand my opinion and my viewpoint. It's terrible. Like, I'll put it to you like this: I'd play Sonic over. No, I'll take that back. I'd play Smash over Sonic, and I don't like Smash.
What if I'll put in fuck row then, because
Okay.
you're like, I'm not as passionate about Average Joe. I think it's an average game. I don't think they're bad, but you think they're terrible because you have some rough opinions. Spider-Man though,
Right.
I've never played the
I
Spider-Man
have real
PlayStation
opinions.
games. I've never played them, so I need your all's opinions on the Spider-Man PlayStation games. I heard the PS4 was really good.
I'm the only guy I think that's actually played like the original PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2.
I believe so.
And the PlayStation 4 and 5 editions. Spider-Man didn't actually get like legendary until more recently. I think Miles Morales is a tad overhyped, but for a guy that doesn't like superhero movies or even really superhero games for that matter, Spider-Man is a storybook masterpiece as a game.
I'm just gonna say, I think it's criminal you added Spider-Man and not the Batman Arkham games.
They weren't on the best-selling list. Sorry about it.
Batman Arkham games, there's 4 of them, are all phenomenal.
I actually love the Batman games. I'm not gonna lie. If it was on the list, I'd definitely put it in probably high, great, low, stupendous. But they're not here. So Spider-Man. So what, Jordan? You think it's great?
I think it's stupendous, to be honest.
Stupendous. Okay.
Like,
I haven't played them, so I can't really say anyway. So
even like the original like Spider-Man game, like where you were Eddie Brock and Doc Ock and Carnage and all that,
Yeah.
like that was just epic. And even Spider-Man 2 follows up, right? Like you fight Shocker, you fight Rhino. It's just good. And then the newer games with they're exclusive.
I know that, yeah.
Even better. Miles Morales
what I
kind
hear.
of loses me a little bit because I'm not really too sold on Miles Morales, but I'm sold on Spider-Man, and I am
Okay.
sold on the fact that the next game is gonna blow the doors off of the other two games.
Speaking of next games,
I look like him.
oh
I mean, the
wow,
Pokemon Snap series, brother. I got shades of Peter Parker going on.
oh yeah, that's for
Damn you,
sure.
Spider-Man.
That's
Hey,
for sure.
Hey, if you all haven't checked it out, Damn You, Spider-Man, episode 2 of Snap. Check it out.
All right.
I think can we all agree that shit's overrated?
I mean, it's a little overrated.
It's a little. I agree. I love Spyro the character. The character Spyro is like, I think one of the best video game characters there is, because it's like just such a emotion, like not emotional, but like a he like shows emotions. Like he's like emotive. He's a very emotive, which you don't see a lot for early like 90s or late 90s characters. But yeah, the only Spyro game that I truly love is the one on Game Boy, where it's the Attack of the Rhinops or whatever it was called. Love that. Other ones I've not really.
Spyro in a nutshell is a platformer game where you can fly.
Yeah, and which is a cool mechanic.
Special about
the
it.
PS2 ones were pretty fun, but super janky. Would we put an Average Joe or great? I think I would go to, based off what I've played, Average Joe.
Hey man, you're more about it than me. It's fuck row, baby, 100%.
Wow, I don't think it's fuck row. They're not bad. They're not bad games. The franchise as a whole is not bad. There's a couple stinkers.
You loaded it up.
Did you beat it?
Did you beat it, or are you going to ever load it up in the future?
I did beat it because I beat the Rhinops one.
No,
and
you're a fucking liar, dude. You
talking to me?
You were not.
Bro, hey, thank you, MLK, baby. It's a long weekend. I will absolutely tomorrow morning, like, get a cup of coffee, upload that, like, get on my emulator, a legal playing device, and I will play Spyro Attack of the Rhinops. I will. It's such a good game. I'll put in Average Joe. It goes to Average Joe. It's not bad. You can't put in fuck row. You know what? Forgetting fuck row or like bad franchises with like very little good games in it. Spyro has great games. The original 3 are so good, and the one on the Game Boy I think is really good. The PS2 ones were shit, but the franchise as a whole I think is at least average.
Really? What's the story of Spyro?
Yeah, like Spyro 1 was.
He was adopted by the dragonflies, and he finds out he's a dragon. It's a really fun. It's really funny. Oh my god. I'm not putting fuck row. I'll put it. If I had a veto, I'd put a veto for Average Joe.
So you're vetoing?
No, I'm not vetoing. Okay, whatever. Okay. Are y'all saying fuck row or motherfuck row? If you're saying motherfuck row, it'll average out to fuck row. If you're saying just fuck row, I think it averages out to the very bottom of Average Joe.
Whatever. You can do whatever you want.
Okay, and listen here. Which is better, Spyro or Sonic? Whichever's better, I'm putting at the very end of Average
Spyro.
Joe. Okay,
Spyro's
there,
better.
well, there we go. There we go. If you think it's significantly or at least a little bit better, then it doesn't belong in the same tier.
But I would rather play Battlefield.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know. I haven't played Battlefield. You can move that up if you want. I haven't played it.
No, I'm not moving it up. It sucks.
Yeah. I mean,
Listen, we have
Assassin's Creed.
this part is going to be the final part of the series. It might go a little bit longer because we're at an hour, so everyone's aware right now.
We're not doing a fourth one.
We are not doing a fourth one.
Well,
We're
fine.
riding this. We're riding this out, baby.
Through these.
All right, Assassin's Creed.
A lot of these are-
a lot of these suck. Okay, which one?
Assassin's Creed.
Which one?
Which
Right?
one?
Like,
All of
Assassin's
them. It's a
Creed is kind of
franchise.
You gotta like the franchise, dude.
I hear you, but like we all know, Assassin's Creed was lived. It was born and then died after Ezio was eliminated from the series.
I disagree.
Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, Revelations would encompass it as legendary. But the newer games are so unbearably
will
bad.
say-
They're
that I
not
can't
unbearably
even
bad.
fucking fathom
You
sitting
have you
down
played
playing
Odyssey? Have
I
you
will
played
say
the
this.
one where it's like the Vanguard or whatever it's called?
I played Odyssey, terrible. I played 3,
Oh.
There's
terrible.
Valhalla.
Valhalla,
I
yeah.
attempted Valhalla.
I watched my friend play
attempted,
Valhalla. It looked really fun, but never bought it
what's
for
the one
myself.
with the French?
Wait, do you not like
Unity's
Black
ass.
Flag? People think Black Flag is one of the best ones in the series. You don't like Black Flag?
is the one.
No, I don't
Black
like
Flag is the one I do have experience playing, and I do enjoy that.
Yeah.
But I
Well,
don't
I
have
think
much
most people
experience with
do.
Assassin's Creed games because I do not like them.
Assassin's Creed 2,
Okay.
Brotherhood, and Revelations are so good. Usually I play them annually. But
Okay.
I do not like the direction the game has went.
Okay,
If you
that's-
look at
okay.
the franchise as a whole. It
Yeah.
has very high.
Oh yeah, I'm not arguing
low.
that the new games aren't like are worse. I'm just saying that I don't think they're bad games. Like I don't think they're fuck row games. So I would
They're
put
fucking terrible.
I would
They're
put
terrible.
Assassin's Creed
I-
as a whole
you know what?
the whole franchise
You wanna know
in
what?
great.
You want to know what? The only reason why Assassin's Creed's even played is the same reason why Call of Duty's played. It's not hard to be a big fish in a small pond. What games release in the holidays, really?
Most
Really?
Nintendo
What
games
games
are
release in the
released.
holidays?
Like half of Nintendo's
Yeah,
catalog
but,
is
you
in
know,
the holidays.
for actual gamers. Josh.
All
Like,
right,
for
all
people
right,
who
all
actually play
right.
it.
That's a little harsh.
Like, you know,
That's a little harsh.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. Nintendo is for casual people, dude. Like,
There's some real serious Nintendo. in it,
I'm gonna
bro.
make you
I
play
get
a
it,
Zelda
but, like,
game
dude,
and like
like-
actually beat it because apparently it's casual. So
Yeah.
I think we understand.
I think
Personally, for me, Assassin's Creed's average.
It's average at best because of how shit everything else is.
all right, I'll put an average then. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Assassin's Creed, so I'm not gonna argue for it. I just don't think the games are as bad as you're saying they are. That they are the bad ones.
I'm the only one that's used the veto. This is weird.
I don't think I'm actually gonna even use the veto.
I haven't
Like,
used my
I don't
veto
really
yet.
Feel that passionate. About
I'm keeping it in my back pocket. Like I said,
I think
there's
the only one
one.
that I could be passionate about.
There's one.
Who's passionate about
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Star Wars though?
Nobody.
Look, Lego Star Wars, great, but that doesn't count.
Yeah. See, here's the
Only
thing. I
one,
know a lot of
played two
people.
games,
yeah.
Battlefront.
Battlefront's great.
I
Original
played
Battlefront's great.
and The Force Awakens.
I just don't have experience with it.
Whichever
But,
ones were on
yeah,
the
not a
Xbox
big fan.
360 were really good. I would put it average. Would you put it average or fuck
There
road?
was one on the Wii. There's one on the Wii I had.
I don't care where you put it. It ain't.
I'm not buying them, and I'm not.
Okay.
If I had it, I'm not beating it. So
We got to make sure we're distinguishing games that are just okay and games that are actually bad. Like, because I don't think Star Wars games, the ones I played are all right. I don't think they're good. I don't think they're bad. I think they're average. I just want to make sure we all agree what
I
average.
think average is something that you still have enjoyment, right? Like I'm not gonna own a Star Wars game.
Hey, man,
Then I think
next
we
two,
need a
can just
good
put them in
tier.
one.
Okay. Oh, and what?
We can go ahead and just encompass the next two in one.
Here, I'll put
Because
Street
Street Fighter and
Fuck Row.
Tekken are both. Street Fighter and Tekken, we can just talk about it at the same time. They pale in comparison to the other fighting games. I said it.
I think they're both more technical games. So like it's you can't just like mash buttons and win in them.
I am a Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
If I stand
I
on
don't
a
have an
team,
opinion
I
on
stand
either.
the Mortal Kombat team. So I never bought a Street Fighter game, and I never bought a Tekken game.
Never played a Tekken game. I think from my
I've
understanding,
never played
it's
Tekken
like
either.
a-
I've only played Street Fighter.
Street
I think
Fighter.
both of
I've
them,
played.
For me, going not played because I was always Mortal Kombat.
Let's put Tekken not. I
Street
don't
Fighter
think any of us
played.
play Tekken. Yeah, and then Street Fighter. Would you put it in Fuck Row or
the
Average
whole
Joe?
thing, the whole time.
I don't have.
I don't know.
I've only seen gameplay. I don't have a vote.
You want to put them
It ain't
both and never
good,
played?
so.
I
Sure.
haven't played both.
Go ahead. Yeah, actually, we should just put it to wish I never played.
Jesus, I think you're a little harsh on him. Anyway,
No,
though,
I'm not, dude. I think that's the thing. Like,
Tetris, can we agree it's bad?
Tetris
Who
99
plays
was okay. When Tetris 99 came out for the Switch, I had the time of my life playing it. I'm not good at Tetris, but it's not. But the franchise is just
Why
like.
are you like this,
What are you talking about?
Fuck, bro. Fuck, bro.
dude?
I would put it in average just because it's like you can't call it Tetris is
Oh
not a
my
bad game.
God.
It's barely a game anymore. It's just like a puzzle you put together. I'll put in Fuck Row because I'm not that
Tetris
stressed
gets
about it.
overshadowed
But,
by Candy Crush.
well, guess what? Candy Crush ain't on the fucking list.
Wish it was.
All right, Last of Us. Never played it.
Didn't play enough to have an opinion.
This is one that I know people are gonna be like really wild about because this is like wildly popular.
Oh
It
yeah,
is.
it's got a TV show. Like
Last of Us is wildly popular, but none of us have actually played it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
not
you're
played.
saying Fuck Row? I'm kidding.
No,
All right.
no, I mean I've never really played it. I think I played the first 30 minutes of it.
All right, now here's a game I guarantee most people have not played. I was surprised Jordan never played because we grew up in the same grade. Oregon Trail.
Yeah,
Just don't even know what it is, dude.
I
No
thought it was a
clue.
board game.
No.
All
clue
right,
what it is.
I'm gonna put it because I am the only one who has an opinion. I will put it in Average Joe because every kid, I guess not every kid anymore, but most kids I grew up with all played Oregon Trail on the computer at school because they made you for one. It's fun. It's not the best game. I'd say definitely average since y'all haven't played it. But we're not gonna talk about average games because we're talking about good games like. Well, I never played it, so I guess I can't say about Tom Clancy.
Well, Tom Clancy encompasses like an
only-
entire series.
The only popular one though, Siege.
Siege, Rainbow Six Vegas 2 is a game I
I
played.
didn't like that game.
But like they had other ones like Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, Ghost Recon. They had a Ghost Recon series like Wildlands, Future Soldier.
I'd say average.
I wasn't like the
Okay.
biggest fan of them. Like they're not.
I would
terrible.
rather play a COD game. If I'm playing
I
a
have to
shooter,
zoom out
I'm
a little
playing
bit
COD.
on this list.
I mean, like I put it to you like this: it's better than Battlefield, but not better than Call of Duty.
Average
Okay.
for me.
All right. Next game on the list is Tomb Raider. I know I played a little bit of Tomb Raider in my day. Looking at those pixels,
I'm
but
trying to be the Womb Raider.
there you
Trying to
go.
use my womb broom.
All right.
Got the womb broom.
I've
I'm
never
the
really
Womb
played
Raider.
them, so have y'all actually played them or like are we
Tomb
just
Raider.
like the jokes are
Uh,
obviously
no,
legendary, but like actual game
I played the
I was
original Tomb
sick.
Raider.
When I had an Xbox One, I was sick, and I think Tomb Raider was like one of the free games for the month.
yeah.
And I attempted to play it while I was sick, and obviously I was sick, so that could have something to do with it, but I was not a fan.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or was it? No,
I don't know,
Xbox.
man. Like I guess I've only played the first two games in the entire franchise. I never played any of the new ones, and I don't ever really intend to.
Oh, let's get on to
That ain't that good.
probably one of the last ones on the list that are going to get a high rating from me.
All right, wait, so Tomb Raider
What's
would
the vote?
average then?
It's
Just to make
good to get a
sure.
high rating from you. What? Yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
All right, average for
Look,
Tomb
I was
Raider.
saying-
Twisted Metal.
I think my youth is going to play a big factor into why.
This is a straight nostalgia game.
Okay.
This game for me is I remember the soundtrack.
Rob Zombie.
I remember the characters. I to me growing up, this could just be me. I think Sweet Tooth is one of the most iconic characters ever created.
Yeah, dude.
I think Sweet Tooth is so cool. I mean, I don't know what is his name. Calypso. Is
Calypso.
that the main dude?
Yeah, he grants you a wish if you
Yeah,
win the Twisted
Calypso.
Metal tournament. Yeah.
I thought the whole concept of it was cool. If they like took the concept and not remastered, but take the concept and like made a new game,
Yeah,
I think it'd be great.
The idea of like a demolition derby game is fantastic. It's just they haven't really executed well on it.
Okay.
But
Never
I
played them, so I don't have an
was
opinion on
very
them.
young. When I was very young, so that's gonna play a lot.
Twisted Metal 2, 3, and 4 for the PlayStation 1 are absolutely phenomenal games. They really are.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it in great.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I thought you was gonna be really harsh on it, but yeah, like great's actually the appropriate place for it.
All
like,
right.
It really is.
It goes in great then.
Like, I read somewhere they're gonna make like they're making like it's either a Sweet Tooth TV show or it's a Twisted Metal based TV show where Sweet Tooth's the main character. But either way, that's awesome.
All right.
Let's move on to Uncharted.
Uncharted.
In the,
Like the movie. Movie's pretty good.
What?
Yeah, with Tom Holland, I like the movie. And Mark Wahlberg, it was fun.
Tom Holland. Okay, well, yeah, well, okay, all right.
Alrighty.
You actually watched the movie with me.
It did.
Yeah.
It was very mid.
It was
I liked it.
below.
I'm not. It's not a great movie. I think it's maybe like a
Why-
slightly above
Why
mid.
are we at different ones? Did I rank something I wasn't supposed to?
What do you mean?
me.
Look, you.
Yeah, we're on Uncharted's the next
Yeah,
one.
you have more. Oh, it's because yours is minimum.
Yeah.
Uncharted for me is I'm just gonna say great / average.
I ain't mad about
I mean,
that.
I get it. I know it's like a PlayStation great, but I'm like, dude.
I was pretty enamored with the first 3, but I didn't. I stopped at 4, and I never went back. I never went back. So,
Okay. Ain't mad about that.
I'll say great.
Great seems appropriate.
All right, we'll call it great. I don't have any picks. I never played the games, although I own them because I've got them from you actually.
It's legendary.
Oh, Wii Sports, absolutely. I was gonna say legendary. It's got to be. I know it's gonna seem like a meme, but I'm not kidding. Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, like what?
Exactly.
No, I was gonna say it's not a meme. Like,
Oh yeah, no, that's not a meme. It's
the
so
one
good.
thing
Yeah,
for sure. That's the one thing for sure.
yes.
That I don't think will ever be beat. There's
Dude,
no
Wii Frisbee golf is actually one of my favorites.
It is.
No launch title went as hard as Wii Sports.
Definitely not.
Dude, the whole thing was great.
Baseball.
I have to zoom
I
out
don't
here.
like baseball, but Wii baseball. Fire.
What they call it? Was it kendo? Is that what they called it in the game? I don't know what they call it in the game, but the one where you had the stick and you just beat motherfuckers. Great. I think it was kendo.
Oh,
It was in Resort.
the one where
Boxing? Yo.
dude, the boxing was hype.
Boxing was the best one.
Boxing was hype. Yeah, legendary, no doubt.
For sure, legendary. Trying to make sure I can.
The Witcher, now you can shoot me. Actually, I'm surprised, what do you call it? Dragon Age was on here.
I just know it's a highly respected franchise. I never played it.
It is respected.
Yes.
Show's
great. Show's phenomenal.
I don't know anything about 1 and 2. I only know something about 3.
Yeah. Wild Hunt.
And I'll say this. I think the story is probably amazing.
Oh yeah.
But I couldn't get very far in it because I'm not a big guy, as I'm sure you've noticed. I'm a Bethesda RPG style dude. So The Witcher is third person, and I'm not a big third person RPG guy. I'm just not. Like if I'm playing The Witcher and the whole time I was playing it, and I know I shouldn't compare them, but the whole time I was playing The Witcher 3, I was like, I'd rather play Skyrim.
Ooh, you can't. I mean, when you compare it to that, like it's like, yeah. My wife loves The Witcher, like the game. I really haven't played it. I watched her play, but I haven't played it myself. I love the show, obviously. That's not what we're talking
I'm not
about.
saying it's a bad game.
Yeah, no.
I am sure it is a lovely story.
Yeah.
I just didn't get far in it because I don't like the gameplay.
Jordan, have you played it?
Okay. No.
Then I'd say Average Joe's perfect for it. Then
I even ended up playing it.
Average Joe, it is. People get mad, suckers.
A lot of people.
Get mad about it.
That's
Worms. Have either of you played Worms?
Sure
it's very fun.
No.
I didn't even know what this was when I looked at it.
So Worms is it's like a 4v4. I think you can play with 8 people now. But it's like those flash games you played as a kid where you got to shoot bombs at each other from like distances with sticks and stuff like that. This is that with worms. It's really fun, really addicting, really fun with other people. I don't think it's better than average though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't have an opinion on it.
No one cares about it.
Okay. Now this game, y'all will have an opinion on. I won't. This is not just the 2K version, but I'm thinking all wrestling games.
So it's for the whole thing. For the whole thing?
The whole series? It's all of wrestling games.
I would consider it because like it's
legendary.
Ooh.
If it's all of wrestling games, I'll say legendary.
Well, what do y'all think? I've never played any wrestling games besides like ones on N64.
Incredible. The SmackDown vs. Raw series are incredible, but the 2K games are very mediocre.
Okay.
The gameplay is really fun, but no one is going to sit there and play constantly all day. It's the same thing. Like, me and Jordan will not load up WWE 2K22 and play for 4 hours.
However, 2007, timeless GM mode.
100%.
SmackDown Here Comes the Pain needs to be redone. Phenomenal. The original even SmackDown.
Well, hold on. We can't say it's a little legendary then. Because only a couple games are legendary.
Dude.
The franchise, all wrestling games, I would give it honestly great.
Dude, look.
I would drop it to great.
22's great. 19's great. I wasn't really in it for real for like 14 through 18. But even the nostalgia factor of the other games, phenomenal. If you all don't believe it's legendary, I still have a veto to exercise, and I'm not passionate about the rest, so I'll veto it to legendary.
Really? You're that strong about it, huh?
It's been said.
I mean, comparatively to everything else, yeah.
I will say as a franchise, no. As a wrestling game franchise, no, it is not. I don't think it's legendary. Because I do think a lot of the games are the same.
Okay. Wait, are you really using your veto on this game? What if we're just? I mean,
did you really just look at me? Did you really just look at me and say I'm gonna choose Zoo Tycoon and Zelda and Yu-Gi-Oh over WWE? Really?
Well, all right. Well, you don't have to. If you don't think a game is legendary, you don't have to use your veto just because you have a veto to use. Like if we're just talking WWE, is the entire series legendary or no?
Yes. SmackDown, shut your mouth. SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. SmackDown versus Raw. SmackDown versus Raw 2007.
I understand what you're saying, Josh.
19, 22, like I gave Persona 5 legendary off the premise of 100-hour game. I'm giving this a legendary off the premise of 5 games.
This is the most scuffed tier list anyone's ever made. All right though. So next up,
they're gonna watch it.
So I have no choice but put in legendary because Jordan's veto there. Otherwise, it would definitely not make it.
I got a question. Is this the card game?
No, this is okay. If the video game series includes some games that are just the card game, like Duel Links. So it's not the physical card game, but the card game is implemented in all the games. So,
well, then it's legendary.
I agree. I love Yu-Gi-Oh games.
Is the card game?
Well, it's not the physical card game, but Duel Links is a video game. So if you pick up Duel Links and you like Yu-Gi-Oh and you play Duel Links, that's what counts. And the physical game doesn't count.
It's legendary. The franchise of Yu-Gi-Oh is legendary.
So that's what I mean. So we're talking about the video games like Duels of the Roses, the GBA games.
He's saying the card game is included.
Card is included.
The physical card game. The physical card game is not included, but technically because Duel Links exists, because exactly.
Obviously, the Duelist is just Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes, it is just Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm saying legendary.
If the physical card game's not included, I'd much rather play Yu-Gi-Oh face to face with somebody.
Oh, I would too.
Yeah.
Duelist of the Roses are huge. Legacy Duelist was huge, but you're losing me. Like
one of the best games of all time, right here. Capsule Monsters, baby.
So you did just base all of WWE wrestling games off games before to 2008.
I mean, isn't that that's where my childhood was, though? You know what I mean? Like,
I would definitely.
Here's the thing: if a series,
Josh, I think if there's a time you need to use your veto, I would say it's now.
Here's my thing. There's a game I'm going to use my veto on.
Zelda. You're gonna use it on Zelda.
Yeah, I say I have to. I have to keep it in my back pocket. But so wait, so are we saying Yu-Gi-Oh legendary or no?
I'm saying it's legendary. I think
it's legendary too.
In any scenario that I would rather play a wrestling video game.
100%.
I'm just saying.
Stupendous.
That's wild. That's criminal. That's criminal.
I can't believe WWE's
Naruto
fucking
Storm
ODO.
is not higher.
Yeah, it's not. Well, Ninja Storm's also stupendous, but I think Yu-Gi-Oh's a way better
No,
series.
I'm looking at his. His is in
okay.
front of me, and he has Storm and Legendary.
What are you doing, dude? What you're jeopardizing the freaking like solidarity of the tier list here. We got to be in a unity.
No, we are, but he's been doing it like his own.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Anyway, y'all can say whatever you want.
So I have a point of reference.
Y'all can say whatever you want. Zelda, I'm using my veto. I don't care. Even if you think it's not legendary, or it is legendary, I'm putting in my veto in because it's the best game. It's in my opinion, the greatest video game series of all time.
It's
just
I get it. Something passionate about. I get it.
Oh yeah, I guess like I said, there's not many games I will replay, and especially replay 100%. I've 100% Ocarina of Time at least 3 to 5 times. Majora's Mask probably 2 to 3 times. 100%ed Wind Waker, 100%ed Breath of the Wild, 100%ed. Well, not technically. I think the Korok Seed was ridiculous, I guess. So technically not. But 100%ed Twilight Princess. The only game that I have not 100%ed, but I have beat all the way, is Zelda 2 because it's one of the worst games. But but I don't give a fuck. This is my veto. Zelda's greatest franchise for me of all time. Have y'all even played Zelda out of curiosity? Ever picked up a Zelda game once ever?
I picked it up, but I was young. I was
okay.
Young.
Okay. Okay. All right. I guess I don't know if I'd even use my veto. I could just put it up there.
I've never purchased a Nintendo console.
Gotcha. I highly recommend.
I purchased the worst one of all time too.
The Wii U. Yep, I was there when you bought it. You walked home with that somehow in the city of Louisville.
Not just.
You know why?
The worst Nintendo console. The worst console ever.
You know why it was the worst ever? There was a mainline Zelda game. Technically there was, because Breath of the Wild was on there, but it was, whatever. Anyway, though, the last game on the list.
It was the worst ever because it sucked.
What is this?
Zoo Tycoon. So
yeah, what is that?
This includes the Roller Coaster Tycoon series. I'm surprised you haven't heard of this. So Zoo Tycoon is a series where it's like you build zoos, but it's really fun, like really addicting, especially as a kid. But Roller Coaster Tycoon is one of the. What'd you say?
You're really gonna let us in the note, in this video on Zoo Tycoon?
Zoo Tycoon.
Where's Carnival Games at?
I think it's technically the same person who made them.
Plants vs. Zombies. Where is the GOAT Fortnite?
Stupendous. Anyway, if y'all have not played, if y'all haven't played the series, and I'm the only one voting, and I played most of the series, it's stupendous. If we're allowed to put motherfucking WWE and Legendary, I'm allowed to put Zoo Tycoon as stupendous.
I don't agree with the WWE.
Yeah, neither do I, pal.
I was ranking it, I'd put great.
All right. Well, listen, here, realistically, I put Zoo Tycoon in great, because I think the series is great. Literally, Roller Coaster Tycoon is one of the most fun games of all time. If you have not played Roller Coaster Tycoon, please get a PC, Steam, get it for like $5. It's so much fun. But I think we should look at the Legendary spot.
On our list, we actually have WWE.
It's a crime.
Legendary when Call of Duty.
It's a crime.
Stupendous.
It's a crime.
Yeah,
I agree.
because it's not based on the same. No, it's not a crime. Y'all are.
It is a crime.
Ridiculous right now.
Is the worst game in Call of Is the worst Call of Duty game better than the worst WWE game? Is the worst Call of Duty game a better fun game than WWE?
I would never pick up Vanguard over Ghost or any of that bullshit before I picked up a WWE.
Playing WWE 2K14 or 15
over. If you lock me in a room with WWE games,
you're lying.
This is so scuffed, dude. It's so scuffed.
I want to play Vanguard. Ever.
Look, I like the second.
I can load up. But you know what's great about it is that WWE's consistent. I can load up 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, or 22 and still open up a can of whoop ass to Stone Cold.
The best COD games are better than the best wrestling games.
I mean, I haven't played the wrestling game, so I have to believe you. Yeah. Golly, what are we doing here?
They're not based, but again, they're not based on the same criteria, right? Like Call of Duty is more harshly rated.
No,
than any other.
Just as COD has an installment every year, WWE has an installment every year. I'm just saying, like, I don't think COD being lower than WWE is realistic.
All right,
You don't buy WWE every year.
We have.
No, you haven't. You did not buy 2010 to 18.
From 19, 20, 22.
You're skipping a whole 8 years.
That's when we weren't in it. We weren't even really
but you still bought CODs. In that whole period, you still purchased Call of Duty. In 8 years, you did not purchase a wrestling game.
Because I wasn't involved in wrestling.
Exactly. My whole point.
No, but when I was involved in wrestling, I'm not blind to the fact that I'd much rather play 2K22 than play Modern Warfare 2 right now.
But that's not...
That's the most recent of the
Yeah,
entries.
but you're looking at time.
Hey, listen. If you're gonna...
Every Black Ops game is better than WWE.
I've had more fun with SmackDown Here Comes the Pain than any of the worst Call of Duties by far.
But you're not counting the best. You're not accounting for the best. You didn't even play some of the WWE games.
Listen, what we're trying to say is Legendary should be its own... Legendary means unequivocally this series is one of the greatest of all time. You're saying as a series...
actually went back.
I can go back and play Black Ops 2 Zombies, Black Ops 1 Zombies.
Listen.
Are you playing Call of Duty 3?
I would love to do that.
You playing Call of Duty 2?
Are you playing WWE 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18? You're not playing any of them. There is no replay value when it's the same game.
Not true. We played 2007. We would play 2007.
That is a completely different game than the 2Ks. That is completely different than 2K. 2K is from...
He didn't say 2K. He said the entire... This encompasses the entire franchise.
Yes.
So,
exactly.
Shut your mouth. The original ones on the PlayStation...
You have named 5 good WWE games. I can name 5 good Call of Duty games that are better than all of them.
That's a good point.
Black Ops 1, 2, 3, Cold War, Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 are all better than those games.
But they're also far better than Mario games. We have Mario and Legendary.
Because some of the best Mario games are the best games of all time.
Name. No one plays WWE games.
But once again, though, this is okay. In defense of Jordan, this is not an overall
WWE, or was this on the highest selling list?
What?
Look, he used his veto, so I'm not gonna argue.
Was WWE already naturally on the list?
Yes, it's like the bottom. It was like it was at the bottom of like top 60. It's like I think it sold like 20 million or something like that.
The top 60 most purchased franchise of all time. Right?
Yes, but guess what? So is Zoo Tycoon.
Are we playing Battlefield though? No, we're not.
Like, you have spent more hours in Call of Duty, even the ones you didn't like. You spend more hours in Call of Duty than any wrestling game. You do not play story mode in WWE games. You did in 2007. That's one game. You are basing all of this off of one game. Not the franchise. COD, we put in stupendous. If it was off the Black Ops games, that'd be top of Legendary.
It's Legendary.
That is criminal.
It is criminal.
That is so criminal.
But
that's felon behavior.
Listen.
Legendary by far.
All right. Well, this is the list, guys. Let's go over our legendary picks, and and we'll go over the worst. So the motherfuckers. I think there's only like 2 motherfuckers. But legendary, we have Elder Scrolls. Obviously, I think we all think that belongs there. Elder Scrolls for sure. Pokemon, based solely off of our experience. I think that's there's no arguments. It's legendary. Fallout. Like I said, if you're counting 76, I think it falls. This was your veto, Aven. So I think technically, I don't think it should be. I think it should be closer to stupendous than legendary, but I'm not going to argue with the veto because it is a great series. Fair enough.
There is replay value in every one of those games.
I actually agree. More than 2K for sure. And then we got God of War, where we put legendary. I think we all agreed on that one. Anyone said it should be stupendous, and we all agreed it's legendary. Mario, legendary, just overall. Mortal Kombat, I think, is the best fighting game of all time, so I think there should be legendary based off that. Persona, we've only, Aven and I have experience with 3, 4, and 5. You only 5. But I think if we only base it off 5, it's one of the best RPGs of all time, so. Especially JRPG. Oh, I like 3 story better, but if I'm talking about gameplay, I think I prefer 5. Wii Sports, obviously,
the gameplay is dated, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, exactly, yeah. But the story's top tier for sure. Wii Sports obviously deserves to be up there. And then 2K, yep. We can argue all day why we don't think it belongs, but he put his veto on it. If he truly thinks that WWE 2K or WWE, I guess games in general, are the
Over,
best
just quit
games
on about
of
it.
all
You just don't wanna
time.
ramble.
Of all time, yeah. But as we said. And then Zelda, because that's my favorite game of all franchise of all time, I think it belongs definitely in the legendary status based off just like 3 games alone, let alone the entire franchise. And then the worst of the worst, motherfuck row. We only have 3. And we got FIFA, Gran Turismo, and Medal of Honor. And then, of course, a bunch we never played. Is there anything y'all change at this, besides like the obvious?
I think the worst game I've ever played is Minecraft.
Jesus, I can't. Oh my gosh.
And that like just like I mean, that's a criminal opinion too.
I think it's also a criminal opinion. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's fine. You can arrest me for it. But this man put. Never mind.
I don't know anyone who would put.
I put a game that the whole community advocates.
A lot of hot opinions this episode.
You're talking about a one game out of a franchise that's been going for 20 years. I'm just saying. You're talking about 1 in 20.
But that's the list, though. Let us know what y'all would put up in legendary status. We're going still.
50% of at least being decent. There's only one you will ever replay.
I'm advocating for SmackDown Here Comes the Pain remaster.
All right.
Remake.
Okay, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain and SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 are the only 2 great legendary games. The entire franchise below. We're looking at a 10%. A 10%
average Joe. There it is.
Legendary. If you look at all the games.
I have more fonder memories than any of those other games.
Well, let's fondle some memories.
You're looking at the franchise.
I didn't realize that we were going to have a whole podcast arguing the validity of WWE 2K. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah, I mean,
wasn't on my bingo board today.
We mentioned like as a media company for Pokemon, we were just shutting that shit down for WWE entirely. Like that goes out the window.
Well, because WWE games are based off something that already existed. There's only the reason Pokemon is a media franchise is because of the games.
Well, Josh, you've never even played, so I don't know why are you even opening your mouth, bro?
Because it's
now he's hitting low blows.
Yeah, it's a pretty low blow.
Oh, wow.
That's fact. The brother hasn't even played it. You know what it is? Josh just saw 2K and said, "Oh, it's just like."
You know what? You know why I argue against 2K? You know why I argue against it? Listen. Here's why I argue against it. Listen. Hear me out. Hear me out.
So many problems.
Hear me out. Every other
games.
Hear me out.
They play so bad.
22 does not play bad. 19 was our most played game at the time.
Listen,
because
it still is.
Mode.
It still is.
Because of the universe mode, that's fine. But when you actually you will not sit down. Nobody will sit down for 4 hours fucking playing wrestling matches on WWE 2K19. But you will sit there for 4 hours and play any Call of Duty.
No, I would not.
Yes, will.
When's the last time I've loaded up a Vanguard?
It's a bad game. That's cool, but you will not sit there and play Elimination Chambers all day.
I'd do that. I'd do that over
all right.
You base his entire opinion off of SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 and Here Comes the Pain. You have based an entire franchise on 2 games, which you didn't want to do over GTA. You refused to do about GTA. You said, GTA 5 carries the whole franchise, and you refused to give it its flowers. But now you're doing it over fucking WWE.
We put GTA in great. We put GTA.
I didn't shit on GTA either.
You did.
GTA great.
I gave it shitting on WWE, but as a franchise, it's great at best.
Urge you. That's why we got vetoes. So let's move on from it.
All right. The very last thing I'll say about the WWE debacle is look at every other game in Legendary. You could, I think, look at like top 10 list across the internet and find games from each franchise on there, except for 2K. What?
Super Mario can go.
No, Super Mario can't go.
Terrible too, but we put it in there because of its name.
When people speak about wrestling, not a single person is like,
only some of the greatest platformers of all time in Mario games,
because of the games. They like wrestling because they watch it.
Okay.
Mario is an entire game. The whole franchise of Mario is gaming.
Hold on. We have a living proof example down the street that all he does is play this, and he'll never play Mario.
He's 6.
Mario's geared towards 6-year-olds.
He likes wrestling. He doesn't own a Nintendo. What are you talking about?
What would it
What are you
change?
talking about? He didn't grow up. Yeah, he grew up around us who like wrestling.
What would it change?
Does he watch it?
Yeah, he does.
He didn't for years.
Hey, listen, based off that argument, Jordan's right. We should take off Elder Scrolls, Fallout, everything that a 6-year-old won't play because they're playing wrestling.
No. I'm saying that he's saying that like there's like kids don't or like just people don't have the capacity to be enamored by
Nobody plays WWE online.
Preston does.
He doesn't play WWE online.
If he could, he would. 100%. Kids will.
All right,
100%.
we are going to continue this conversation off camera, but for now, we appreciate what on
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, Matt's teeter totter. 4 of these are directed specifically towards kids.
Talking about what?
Whoever made the argument that wrestling was directed for kids? Whoever made that argument?
But
who made that? You made it up. Who's talking about wrestling's for kids?
Because you sat down, you said
grown men make money playing Pokemon. No grown man makes money playing the WWE universe.
Yeah, they do. They got grown men making money off playing action.
Dude, what are you talking about? No one's like, oh, dude, I play competitive WWE.
No one plays competitive Mario either. What's your point?
All right.
That was.
No, what's your point?
All right,
WWE
it's okay.
is built off of the television show, the actual event of WWE. Mario is a gaming franchise. That's like saying if I made a Real Housewives a video game, it deserves to be in legendary because a bunch of women will want to play it.
Yeah, you're not gonna convince me on this one.
All right, listen. Well, when and if we get comments on this, I can guarantee there's one game we'll be getting comments about. Speaking of which, please let us know which game you think belongs on this list. Does not belong on this list. Games that we missed on this list.
Are you Team Jordan on WWE 2K or are you Team us?
Team Sanity.
How about that?
I'm willing to bet you that the people that played more recent games will agree those are phenomenal in their own right. And the games that I'm nostalgic about, which is also pretty much the same premise for all these games. Crash is a nostalgia play.
But the argument is those are like a franchise of like 3 games. Those are 4 games compared to 20 games. WWE has released a game every year since like 1998. You are nostalgic over 2 games out of 22.
That's fair.
Yep, Call of Duty is no different, dude.
I named 8 Call of Duty games that are great.
No, I can name 4. What do you mean 8? Name them.
All 3 Modern Warfare games.
Never going back to them.
Yeah, because
Black Ops.
We're not going back to WWE 13.
But
if anyone's watching still,
the same argument.
14 to 22 is the same goddamn game.
No, it's not. 22.
Yes, it is. It's every 2K game has the universe mode, and that's it. There is nothing. They have the same match types. All that gets updated is the new superstars. It's a 2K game.
22.
It's no different than the NBA. What are you talking about?
False. 22 innovated because 20 was so bad. 22 is better than 20. Right
apparently, we're gonna have a podcast solely about WWE 2K. All right.
They've got Black Ops 3. I'm sorry, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. The only one that we want to remaster for is Black Ops. Modern Warfare is not that good, and it falls in the same category as the worst WWE game. Sorry. That's just how it is.
All right.
Vanguard, Ghost, and Infinity Warfare pale in comparison to those games. Sorry. That's just how it goes. And I'm sorry that WWE is not judged as heavily as world-class franchise.
This is not a tier list out of individual games. This is a franchise. Have you ever touched a WWE game from 2010 to 2017? No, you haven't. But you buy COD every year.
Well, no, I played 2K 2011 and.
All right. Listen, that's the list. We've seen the list.
But
we disagree on the list.
Also, though, it's interesting. It's another thing to mention, though. If you're not a fan of the product, you're probably not going to buy the game either. So, I mean, just point that out.
That goes to anything. If you're not a fan of it, you're not going to buy it.
But there's a lot.
But you buy COD every year knowing you don't like them. You buy COD every year. You bought Modern Warfare 2
Am
when
I
we
playing
mutually agreed you weren't buying it.
Am I playing it?
But you purchased it.
Am I playing it?
You purchased it.
I also
You did not buy a WWE game in 2013, 14, 15, 16. You didn't.
Because I wasn't into the product.
Okay, dude. All right. Josh, just
Yes,
please end the video.
Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all stay blessed, and we'll see y'all next time.
Yeah, I'm real blessed today.